From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On the ready. 45. Check mark 45. Drop deep, drop deep. And go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go, here we go. 70 in. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Red, 50-10, Lobo, 55. Lock it. Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up. Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Martinez. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plan. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Oh, yeah. High 7. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30, 20.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing, the special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Let's go. 15 lining. Under 10.
Martinez looking to throw on second down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he is all the way up past the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw is Martinez. To throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Indy. Go, go, go. Watch twin. Ready, go. He's cracked. Right. He's checking crack. Bang, 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 gone, gone. Bang. Ready, go.
Now Martinez to throw on third down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Martinez now throwing after the interception. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 33 yards that time. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw. Martinez. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Whip, 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 whip.
Here's Martinez. Throwing again. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And an alley to run. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On first down, Martinez. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw is Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson stepping up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You exit. You got tight right there. Check. Lucky.
Martinez off the play fake. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45.
Let's go. Crawl all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
45's the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Squeeze, get in there.
To throw is Martinez. Off play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Here's the Jets punter now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 62-yard punt return as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Let's go.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Jets 7.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Jets take over.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready.
Now Martinez throwing on first down. Herndon's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions.